In 2 Corinthians 2, Paul thanks God that he always leads him in triumphal procession. It sounds like never a cloud covers Paul's path, that he's always enjoying victory. And he is. But he's not out of touch with reality. Just a few paragraphs later, he talks about having this treasure in jars of clay. He talks about the fact that we are afflicted in every way, but not crushed, perplexed, but not driven to despair, persecuted, but not forsaken, struck down, but not destroyed, always carrying in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may be manifest in us. The same reality is expressed in the book of Psalms. In Psalms 9 and 10, which in the original Hebrew are just one psalm, we find that there's an expression of real confidence in the first psalm and then real conflict in the second one. But it's the same man writing at the same time. We want to be so sure of the victory that's ours in Jesus because we're united with him in death and in resurrection. And yet we're not unaware of the conflicts and the trials that we face. We have friends going through health issues that look as if they have only a short time to live here on the earth. Living in hope of the resurrection is what comforts us. When there is no other hope, we can only cast ourselves on God. In Psalm 9, the psalmist starts, "I will give thanks to the Lord with my whole heart. I will recount all of your wonderful deeds. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Lord." It's good to remember the things that God has done. It's good to remember the great facts of history. Jesus came into the world. Jesus died for our sins. Jesus was raised again. And it's in moments when we're facing conflict that we most of all need to buckle down and lay hold of the great truths of the Christian faith. Our God never will fail us and he never will forsake us. But that doesn't mean to say that life is always going to be easy. In verse 13 of Psalm 9, the psalmist appeals, "Be gracious to me, O Lord. See my affliction from those who hate me. You who lift me up from the gates of death, that I may recount all your praises, that in the gates of the daughters of Zion I may rejoice in your salvation." He knows the gates of death are right before him, but he sees the gates of Zion as well. And he knows that God has preserved his life so that he can enter into the courts of the Lord with thanksgiving and praise. Our circumstances don't restrict us. We may be locked in, we may be unwell, we may be in the body that is about to pass, but our hope is one of glory. The gates of Zion are before us. And here on earth we come into the church, but our hope and faith looks beyond that to the great day when we will go into the eternal Zion. You have come to the heavenly Jerusalem, to Mount Zion, to festal angels, the Hebrews tells us, and to Jesus, who is the author and the perfecter of our faith. He'll bring us through, and we will be there with him.